We hopped on over to Motorola's office to check out the new Motorola Moto G 3rd generation with Amit Boni, who's the general manager for Motorola in India. Okay, Amit, so I walked into your briefing, but you have an interesting product in front of you and you're putting it in water. What's going on?
Well, this is new generation G that we are going to introduce to the market, and we wanted to kind of take the value propositions higher up. From compared to what we had in the previous generation of G. This product coming to the market with a few more specs that are up, but also in line with what India as a market really wants at times. And waterproofing, India weather can be harsh, monsoons are around. And you really need your devices to be protected too. It still is quite a bit of investment for each and every Indian. So we wanted to bring those value propositions to the market. So yes, this phone is water resistant. It's an IPX7 device that we have. This is a 5-inch display. It's an HD display at that. We have a quad-core processor, a Qualcomm quad-core processor in it. And this comes with a 16 gig memory with 2 gigs of RAM. We actually have two variants for this device coming in. One is coming with an 8 gig internal memory with a 1 gig RAM configuration, while the other one is going to be a 16+2 combination from a RAM and RAM perspective. The camera is a much improved camera, not only from a megapixel perspective, but also in terms of what we have from software perspective. So compared to last gen, which was an 802, we now have a 13 and a 5 megapixel camera. And then as the application ecosystems are maturing, so we thought it may be interesting to kind of have a 2 gig of RAM within the device. The 8+1 is more to cater to those people who may not be that much of gaming people, right. But have a much more need for a robust device that lasts them and are light users, if I may call it so.
Okay, so the IPX7 rating, you're the only other device in the market which has that. There is a smartwatch that has that, and now this is the smartphone that has that. So how important is it?
Well, we believe very, very important, right? I mean, for two perspectives. One is that our devices usually come with Corning Gorilla Glass, so it makes it scratch proof and so on and so forth. We always had a nano coating within the device, so we just wanted to extend that, right? I mean, we see a lot of people who damage their devices with liquid damages, drop their devices in water, so on and so forth. So it is something that we thought could be a great value add, because devices are personal. You need to kind of keep them with yourself without damaging them too much. So this is something we believe is something that consumers will really like. And we have a history of having done this before with one of the devices about 3-4 years back. Even that was very liked device. So we really wanted to recreate, if I may call it, that magic again with this device. So this device, the Moto G 3rd Gen, is actually a step ahead from the previous generation, and this is a bigger, better, bolder device in that sense. What we have improved in this device is it's a 4G LTE now, in line with how the networks in India are evolving, so that people can actually utilize 4G speeds. What we have also done is the camera has improved significantly from megapixel perspective, but also from a software perspective. So earlier device was an 8 megapixel back camera and the front was 2 megapixel. This is a 13 megapixel and a 5 megapixel. This also comes with a dual LED CCT flash, which is a color correcting flash by itself.
So two things that perfectly fall in time is the IPX7 because of the rain. I mean, it's crazy, right? Yes. And also the color correcting flash because of the weather, the light is all over the place. So I'm guessing the flash will fix that, and even in low light conditions.
Absolutely. And what we are also doing is we're introducing some of the software elements of Motorola experiences to this device. So if you would have seen, mostly in India, it takes a lot of time at times when the lights are off and you need quick access to flashlights. So rather than kind of figuring out your device and then trying to go in and do a lot of that stuff, you can just kind of swing the device twice and get the flash on. Nice. And if you have to shut this down, just do it again and you do that. So, and this is the second gesture we've added. One of the other primary gestures that we haven't had in previous devices was the wrist motion to kind of get our cameras on.
Right.
What we also added now is if you flick it again, you kind of get your camera into a selfie mode. So those are some of the other elements that we are bringing to the device, not only from a hardware perspective, but also get some of those really crazy Motorola software experiences to the device as well.
Interesting. From a UI front, do we have anything going on? Any additional apps or anything interesting on the Moto G this time around?
Well, we still strongly believe that pure Android experience is what consumers are looking for.
Right.
It's something that we have regularly heard from them, what they would want to see. There's enough, the app stores have become very mature for them to kind of download and utilize applications that they want. But this device now gives you access to the Moto suite that we have here, which will help you either access Moto Assist, as we have in some of the high-end devices. The Moto display is now available on this device, so you get these breathing in out that the typical experiences that were available on Moto X that we have brought to this generation of Moto G now as well.
Okay, so what about pricing and availability, especially for our market?
So we're gonna launch this device on 28th. It's gonna be available starting midnight of 28th, 29th cusp. So that's when we'll have this available on Flipkart again. In terms of the price, we intend to keep the pricing very in the similar range that we have had for the previous two generations of Moto Gs.
Okay. And I hear that there are some offers going on
Yes.
with this. So can you elaborate on this?
So for our launch period, what we are doing is we want to extend a lot of our customer base, Motorola previous buyers as well as some of the new customers, about 4 or 5 different offers. So 100 people get about 100% cash back. 100 people can buy actually a Moto 360 at about 1 rupee.
Wow.
There's going to be a Wink Music app and double data offer that comes in courtesy Airtel.
Okay.
What we also have is you get a 500 rupees off on shopping at Flipkart on a minimum purchase. And then on Myntra, you get 33% off on any purchase. So those are some of the key offers that we'll have for the launch phase.
Okay, so what all colors are you launching this in? And what about, I see a lot of colored shells here, so what's going on?
So out of the box, you get it in black and white with a standard black and white body. The other, but if you're a more colorful person, or if you care about your style quotient, we got a lot of other available. So these shells that you see out here, we have these shells available in 10 different colors,
okay.
And we have got the flip covers out here, which are available in another five different colors.
Okay.
So you can actually interchange basis what day and what color combinations you really like.
So a total of 15 options for
That's right.
consumer of the Moto G.
So these are the accessories, the shells that will be on sale for Moto G 2nd Gen as well. We very strongly recommend actually that you use these shells that come from Motorola. These guarantee you that our devices will be water resistant as they are called out to be. You never know some of the other ones. So please use genuine Motorola accessories, back covers and flip shells for your device.
For the full coverage of all the Motorola launches today, visit iGyaan.in. Stay tuned for our unboxing video of the new Motorola Moto G 3rd generation and also a hands-on. Do check us out on Facebook, Twitter and Google+, and make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube to get all the latest updates from the world of technology. This has been Bharat. Thank you guys for watching.